There's a pattern that almost every growing YouTube channel hits and almost nobody talks about it. You post consistently, a video, it starts to take off, your views, well, they climb, and your suggested impressions grow. And just when it feels like YouTube is finally starting to trust you, it stops. The next video, it flatlines. The one after that flatlines too. And you're left wondering, what did I do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. YouTube pulled the plug the second your channel started growing. And it's not going to tell you why. That's the really confusing part. Stay with me though. I'm going to try to explain this for you. Here's what's actually happening. Every channel on YouTube has a trust score, a running calculation that YouTube makes based on your entire posting history, your click-through rate across every single video, your retention, your consistency. These signals are combined into a number that determines how big of your test group they're going to give you when you upload your next video. And here's the part that kills most growing channels. When one of your videos starts performing well, YouTube doesn't automatically upgrade your trust score. It runs a bigger test. It shows your video to a more cold audience, people who've never heard of you before, and they want to see what happens next. If those cold audience people click and stay, YouTube starts expanding distribution even further. But if they click and leave or don't click at all, YouTube, they register that as a failed test and it pulls back immediately. That pullback is what it feels like when YouTube is yanking the rug out from under you. Your channel was not growing. YouTube was testing whether it deserves to grow. And the moment the test results come back negative, YouTube, they shut that video down. Most creators hit what I call the momentum ceiling. It's the point where YouTube has expanded your test group as far as your current trust score allows and no further. Your video gets shown to a certain number of cold audiences. If it passes the test at that level, YouTube, they keep pushing. If it fails, YouTube pulls back and your channel resets to its previous distribution level. That reset is why your best video is almost never followed by a better video. YouTube gave you a bigger stage for one performance, and you didn't pass the audition for the next one. And the reason most channels fail that audition at that exact moment they start growing comes down to one thing: the title. Cold audiences seeing your video for the first time have no reason to click unless the title creates immediate fear or curiosity on its own. If your title relies on your existing audience knowing who you are, it will fail the expanded test every single time. We've spent a long time figuring out exactly which title formulas consistently pass that cold audience test at every level of distribution. So what we've done is we've put together a swipe file so we can go back and examine and reuse these title formulas. And if you'd like to get a copy of that swipe file with 10 of our top outlier title hooks, just comment hooks down below and I'll send it to you. These here will allow you to take your niche, plug them into a proven formula, and try it in your niche. Again, if you want that, just go ahead and comment hooks down below and we'll send it to you. Because here's the deal. The title is the single thing that stands between your channel and the next level of growth. There are 3 signs YouTube just pulled the plug on your channel's momentum, and I'm going to give you those right now. Number 1, your most recent videos are getting significantly fewer suggested impressions than a video that performed well a few weeks ago. The gap is YouTube shrinking your test group back down after a failed expansion. The bigger the gap, the harder the pullback. All right, number 2, your browse CTR, click-through rate, is strong, but your suggested CTR is stuck under 3%. Browse is your existing subscribers who already trust you. Suggested is cold audiences who don't know you yet. If browse is at like 9% and suggested is at 2%, YouTube tested you on strangers and they didn't respond. The plug got pulled on your distribution before most people ever saw your video. All right, number 3, you had a video perform well, but your subscriber count barely moved. That is the clearest sign of a failed momentum test. When YouTube truly expands distribution, new subscribers, they're going to follow automatically. If the views came without the subscribers, YouTube gave you a temporary boost, not a trust upgrade. Your channel went back to where it was the moment the test ended. So how do you actually survive the momentum ceiling and get YouTube to keep expanding your distribution instead of pulling back? Well, again, I've got 3 things for you. Number 1, optimize every title for cold audiences, not your existing subscribers. It shows your video to complete strangers, and that's what we want. Your title needs to create enough fear and curiosity that someone who has never heard of you, they click without any context about you and your channel. That is the only way to pass the expanded test and keep the momentum going. All right, number 2, post consistently for at least 60 days after a video performs well. Your trust score is built on predictability. When YouTube sees a channel post on a reliable schedule, it starts preparing larger distribution in advance. A gap in posting after a good video tells YouTube the momentum was a fluke, not a pattern. Consistency is what converts a one-time test pass into a sustained trust upgrade. All right, number 3, watch your suggested CTR obsessively in the first 24 hours, every upload after a strong video. That number is going to tell you if you're passing the expanded test or if you're failing it. Under 3% means YouTube is pulling the plug on your momentum right now. Change the title before the window closes. YouTube does not pull the plug on channels that are growing because it wants them to fail. It pulls the plug because the expanded test failed and it can't justify spending more distribution budget on a channel that cold audiences are not responding to. Pass that test consistently and YouTube has no reason to pull back. It keeps betting bigger on every video you post. And if you want to understand exactly how YouTube decides the size of that test group in the first place, that's what I covered in this video right here. Watch that one next. It connects directly to everything we just covered. Watch that one next, and I'll see you there.